Japan trade deal.
It's a great deal for everybody.
New York bomb plots.
Explosive devices intended for use in Manhattan.
Tributes to a music icon.
Ozzy proved massively influential.
Good morning, I'm Steve Kathan. With the CBS World News Roundup, President Trump has announced a sweeping new trade agreement.
I just signed the largest trade deal in history. I think maybe the largest deal in history with Japan.
Japan is America's fifth largest trading partner. It calls for a 15% tariff on Japanese exports to the U.S. That's lower than the 25% that was threatened. CBS News Money Watch correspondent Kelly O'Grady.
The president says Japan will also invest $550 billion into the U.S., of which he says the United States will receive, quote, 90% of the profit. Well, it's not clear how. Now, the 15% tariff means prices could go up for U.S. consumers. Note, though, Japan already imposes tariffs on U.S. goods entering their country. So the president says this new deal will provide a win for American farmers and automakers to more easily sell to Japan.
The White House says it's reached framework agreements with Britain, Vietnam, the Philippines, and Indonesia. The correspondent Jared Hill says pressure is still on the White House to release files in the Jeffrey Epstein case as Congress takes a break.
House Speaker Mike Johnson is sending lawmakers home early for summer break rather than dealing with a bipartisan push to force a vote on releasing more files on Jeffrey Epstein.
What we refuse to do is participate in another one of the Democrats' political games.
But Republicans like Kentucky's Thomas Massey are also leading the charge.
It would behoove the Speaker to bring this to the floor. Just vote this out.
It's an issue that's roiled the Trump administration for weeks. His deputy attorney general says he wants to interview Epstein's co-conspirator Ghislaine Maxwell, currently serving 20 years for conspiring to sexually abuse minors. It's a plan the president says he wasn't aware of.
I don't know about it, but I think it's something that sounds appropriate.
President Trump then pivoted to former President Barack Obama over an intelligence report concerning his administration's investigation into allegations Russia tried to influence the 2016 election.
He's guilty. This was treason.
A man has been indicted in New York City. Investigators allege he left homemade bombs at several locations. CBS New York's Elijah Westbrook.
Federal prosecutors are alleging that Michael Gann had purchased chemicals online to create IEDs. The 5 were found on residential rooftops in Lower Manhattan. 1 was found on subway tracks on the Williamsburg Bridge, which leads to Brooklyn, and another was allegedly on him at the time of his arrest. Now, authorities say surveillance cameras show Gann on the rooftops.
CBS's Nicole Valdez has more on fallout from newly released video showing a violent traffic stop in Florida last winter.
All right, go for it.
Exit the vehicle now. Show me your hand.
Here.
The Jacksonville Sheriff's Office is under pressure after this routine traffic stop last February turned violent. The driver, William McNeil Jr., filmed the incident on his phone before getting pulled from his car and charged with resisting arrest. He says he suffered a concussion, a chipped tooth, and needed 9 stitches. But the sheriff's office says the video doesn't tell the whole story and released body cam footage to defend their action. When asked for his license and registration, he refused and locked the door.
An officer involved is on leave. The state's attorney has said no criminal charges would be filed against him. More than 95 million people are under heat alerts, with heat indexes topping 100 in some places.
In the big city, one of the many reasons to keep the activity indoors on a day like this.
That concrete is reflecting all that heat and your body's taking it in.
Chicago Fire Department 2nd District Chief Robert Jerwich also says this is a tough time for the public and his crews, so they have surge ambulances and extra engines at the ready.
Even just a small fire, these guys get exhausted, their body temperatures go up 5 to 6 degrees, and that's a lot.
Cooling centers are also open. Jennifer Kuiper, CBS News, Chicago.
4 minutes after the hour.
Well, that's today's news. It's 56 degrees in Napa, California. And I didn't hear any good news, did you? I didn't think so. I guess it's all about perspective. The glass is half full. Well, as always, I'd like to thank you again for coming along with me on these Dash Cam News adventures. You know the drill. Peace, love, and all that hippie jazz. Bye-bye, everybody.